Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Hey Taurus, how y'all doing? Oh, they got me a little clearer today. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I want to say this. Astrology to me, um, is helping me understand more about myself. Um, what to correct, what not to correct, why I'm here, the lies that's been told, so I can see them more clearly. Each house that you going, especially this 12th house I'm doing, okay, it helps you understand the trickery of the world. You know what I'm saying? It makes you ask questions. Um, it makes you ask to me. It makes you ask questions about different things and your purpose and is it right? Is it wrong? Then when you look at tarot, it's supposed to be your good and your bad on people, telling them the negative and the positive. But as it starts with astrology, and that's where you need to change what you're doing wrong, what's stopping you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about it. I know sometimes it's harsh when you listen to it, but it's like learning more about you so you'll know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I like that about it. I want to say more, but I can't remember right now. Now, this kind of lengthy because I read off the phone or Google or whatever what I found, and then I do a tarot afterwards. So take this a grain of salt, only helping move you to the next level. Whatever you feel is your next level. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It says Taurus in the 12th house, working hard for those close. Natives born in Taurus in the 12th house need security, but they're not showing it. This means they seem to have less stability. If having all the comforts they need, they'll tolerate they're tolerant, sexy, and composed, as well as ready to work hard. They can be influenced by what happened in their past, not to mention it's difficult for them to accept change. More than this, they're unconsciously insisting to have things done their way and to obtain the possessions they want in life. The positive, decisive, creative, and determined. The negative, mischievous and confrontational. Advice: avoid playing the victim and blaming others and take more responsibility. Celebrities like Christy Stewart, Ashton Kutcher, Sandra Bullock, Lionel Messi, and Adele. Okay. Working hard for those dear. While when dealing with others, the person born with this in this house, Taurus, is sure of him or herself and happy. On the inside, he or she is always worrying about money and how secure the ones at home are. Being cheerful on the outside, people with displacement at their birth can have many friends who don't care that much and keep coming to them for assistance. Hmm. When this is happening, they think it's only fate working and they don't try to pose any resistance. All of this can lead to even more problems. Individuals born with Taurus 12th house are not at all selfish and very sensitive to the pain of others. For these reasons, they may work very hard to make their loved ones feel secure and have everything they need. When it comes to their generosity, they want to give away almost everything they have. This is a situation in which they have to be inspired to give because otherwise, many can take advantage of them. In other words, 12 house Taurus should be aware of the fact that victimizing themselves doesn't always bring the look for results or their investments to return. Okay. The 12th house Taurus is strongly connected with how much important Taurus are giving to their spiritual life and the principles in the universe. It's all about cosmic consciousness and how compassionate natives are. When it comes to everyday matters, those with Taurus in their birth chart can be they're generous with their understanding because they're only thinking about themselves and therefore are more selfish. If they want to make room in their life for their structure, they need to be at peace with the universe and to learn how to work with all the principles they encounter. More than this, they need to pay attention to their spirituality, but not uh, aggravated, be not, but not aggravated with it. It's very likely individuals are feeling inferior. This is a psychological issue that's impeding them to recognize their purpose in life. They're usually sure that they can't have control over their subconscious and that their decisions are based on their emotions. In case they're working on their character in a negative way, they should analyze their childhood because there's some memories influencing them to do so. I told you my throat hurting. And if they're in denial about who they are, these natives can have a too fast pace of life and not stop to admire the beauty. They may want to receive everything they need when they need it, which can make them less consistent. It's possible there was a condition for them to never bore others. So they may be thinking their relaxing times are never near. However, deep inside, these natives want, in fact, to take some time off for chilling. Hold on, yeah. Hello. Oh, Lord. What about that flat filler thing? What about that flat filler? You think you put that in now until you get to where you going? Well, I could go right across the street. You want to see me? I don't know. I'm thinking either there on Wall Street. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, let me know. And then call around and see, just in case. I mean, if that don't work, call around and see who got it. I'll check the gas station. All right. But sorry, I almost forgot I was online. Anyway, where I stop at? See. That can be seen. Wait a minute. Where I stop? They may want to receive everything they need when they need it, and which can make them less consistent. It's possible there was a condition already. This can be this can be seen in their grid attitude and the way they're stubbornly opposing change. At least they have all it takes to be serene. since being a healthy human being is also about peace and calm, and most of them have learned this, prioritizing a sense of security. When it comes to the spiritual side of people born with Taurus in the 12th house, they need to use it unselfishly. The passive sign of Taurus combined with Pisces, the sign that's ruling in the 12th house, can make natives with the bull in the 12th house want to receive more when it comes to spiritual matters. It's like they should be encompassed by spirituality, not the other way around. Natives born with Taurus in 12th house should become themselves complete and not look inside themselves for this. However, they seem to be very good working with the universal notions. If managing to overcome their ego, they can find the secure space they so much need and rest there. When the day is done, they can feel how much people in their surroundings want security. In conclusions, natives born with Taurus in the 12th house can be simple blessings for others when helping them to be more stable and to have the peace of mind they require. It can take them some time with themselves to achieve all this. Spirituality can bring them all the harmony they need inside so the artistic spirit they need to overcome the everyday issue gracefully. Natives were worried Natives are worried and anxious when it comes to money and what turns life is going to take. Sorry. However, don't hesitate to put up a calm and confident exterior. What happens in their past can haunt them, not to mention they can become sick with worries. These people can fear what happened in the past, not to mention they can lose their connection with the practical side of life when focusing too much on the events that have already passed, like loneliness. So they're serious to refuse others when these wants to occur. There's I can serious to refuse others when these wants to occupy their space. However, this can prevent their ways of communication with others. More than this, they can't be truly empathetic or expressive with their words. See, I'm stumbling. When given a hand, they can only do it from a material point of view. Their emotions can sometimes have them depressed, and they may try to make sacrifices to no longer feel guilty about it. Since they're all the time stressed about their financial situation, they require money almost all the time. When losing finances, they can rapidly recover it because they want life to follow its normal course. As far as their professional life is going, they're not too emotional and prefer to follow a routine. They need to understand that creativity can flourish when they're being oppressed, yet this shouldn't depress them. Besides, when hurting someone themselves, they need to reconsider what they're feeling about their victims well, because their being in denial is not the proper way for them to go. They should only rarely sacrifice their own needs for others. When lonely, they tend to do the most difficult things that can have them thinking intensely. An analytical attitude, looking to approach the most usual issue in strange manners so he or she can prove to be ingenious. Most of the time, natives with this placement don't need people with no authorization to intervene in their matters because conflicts can degenerate and they can end up even more lonely than before. They need to have as many possessions as possible because only this way they can feel secure and sure of themselves. When their financial situation is being threatened, Taurans can be more fearful than usual, which can negatively impact their life. They can decide to analyze every event they're part of, but this can cause them to become more impulsive. They need to resist change, not to mention they can refuse to work with new situations to problems they may be having. Some of them are very naive and making decisions too fast. When too passive, their life can take a negative turn and they can end up losing money, even houses or other valuable things they own. For them, the material side of life is a complete mystery. Also, the chase for accumulating wealth. Their spiritual side and skills are belonging to the planet Venus, so they're creative and inspired enough to study these things closely. When it comes to intimacy, they want to have secret affairs and to feel warm inside when alone. This way, they can realize their worth, and after, they can start looking for someone who can see them the same. Taurus in the 12th house is perfect for those who want to succeed in life because it's making them more realistic and able to work with their imagination. Okay. Now, the other ones I have for that, let me make sure I move this out the way. Okay. So I won't read the same ones again. I push on the same ones. Um, 12th house in Taurus. A person who has a 12th house in Taurus is very prone to life's dangers. This is due to a subconscious attraction to accumulation of material wealth and a search to bodily pleasure. In the event of difficulties, he perceives them as the inevitable of fate. Therefore, he does not try to show resistance, which leads to the emergencies of even greater problems in which small unsettled messes pour out. Such a person often has an inferiority complex. This psychological problem prevents awareness of life goals. A person is sure that he is unable to take control of his own subconscious, so the decision making depends on emotional experiences. If the character develops in a negative direction, it is likely that the reason for this was children's memories obtained at an early age. A person who has a 12th house in Taurus is predisposed to loneliness. He refers this state with great seriousness, perceiving it as an integral part of life. This isolation prevents normal communication with people. Because of this aspect, a person cannot fully emphasize, express verbal compassion. If you want to help, offers only materials assistance. A person can fall into depression states due to emotional experiences. At the same time, she tries to make a certain sacrifice in order to atone for the guilt. Such a victim sometimes requires money, thereby negatively affecting the material situation. Although, as a result, the losses incurred are recovered fairly quickly, and life returns to its former course. In professional activity, such a person does not express special emotions, routinely fulfilling his duty. He should understand that any creative process is accompanied by oppression, but it is not a reason to fall into a depressed state. It is also necessary to reconsider the attitudes towards the victims. In many cases, self denial is unreasonable. Refusing personal benefits in favor of other people is appropriate only in rare life situations. In a state of loneliness, a person tends to occupy himself with difficult activities that allows him to concentrate on the thought process. He likes to look for unusual approaches to the usual cases, thereby showing ingenuality, ingenu, Ingenuity. In general, the person likes a solitary work that does not require the intervention of unauthorized persons. Otherwise, conflicts may arise that contribute to the already existing loneliness. Such a person seeks to accumulate material wealth. For her, the availability of funds is a sign of security and confidence. At the slightest deterioration of the financial situation, various fears appear that prevent normal life. Man constantly tries to analyze the events taking place, including his own actions. In this case, there may be increased impulsiveness of character. There is a need to resist life changes. The person prefers to suffer setbacks without trying to try a new solution to the problem that has arisen. There's a small naivety due to the premature conclusions. Such innovative can bring negative consequences, representing a large financial loss of cash or personal property. Okay, what's that I just did? Yeah, yeah. Trying to get them as I go, y'all. Hold on. Okay, a little more. The house are the third fundamental prop. Oh, okay, sorry, y'all. Might have to end this. Hold on. Uh, okay, okay. Always. Usually it would turn out bad, so that's just reflect. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, y'all. The houses are the third fundamental principle of birth charts and horoscope reading. They give an in-depth understanding of the effect of the planets and the signs. Okay. The 12th house, karma, covered desires, intuition. The sign of Pisces and planets, it's a little bit of information. The sign of Pisces and planets Jupiter and Neptune are the rulers of the 12th house. Astrologers often see it as a house that's potentially frightening to have in a birth chart due to the past connections with dark spirits, karma, sorrow, and misery. 12th house resides right beneath the horizon, meaning it's the dark before dawn arrives. That is why many see it as the concealed part of reality that lies outside of the physical realm. As a result, this is the house that brews secrecy, mystery, dreams, and affairs. It represents our instincts, gut feelings, untold desires, fears, and fantasies. Plus, the 12th house stands for what hides deep within our souls, intuition, and some unconscious. Even though that might sound scary, these elements can help us mend our wounds and achieve goals. It encourages us to realize whether we are consciously present or in our lives and confronting difficulties, or we let our unconscious self overtake and make us bury the problems. The subconscious level of our minds has more power than we realize. It strives to make reality smoother to handle and find sense in everything. It is how our unconscious self defends us from sorrow, grief, and pain, but it also implies things we hide and emotions we don't want to acknowledge. Thus, the 12th house confronts us with karma and reminds us of all the things we did wrong. The goal is to uncover how we have behaved concerning the consequences of our decisions, whether we face them or sweep them under the rug. Okay, it's a little insight. Okay. People born in Taurus in the 12th house feel a profound need for confidence stability. We established that. But they rarely show it because they don't want to appear weak. However, if all their urges are met, they are happy, peaceful, and satisfied. This is why these natives prefer comfortable, predictability situations. That is when they feel best and can be highly productive and hardworking. These individuals never let go of their past, their hearts beam with nostalgia. These individuals aim to revive their favorite childhood and adolescent moments and experiences. Moreover, past events often impact their decisions and desires in the present. That could be the reason why people born with this placement have difficulties accepting profound transformation and changes. Other than that, they believe their way is the right one and don't accept advice from others. These natives oppose anything that doesn't align with their viewpoints and ideas. It is their way or the highway. Worried about finances. People born with this placement are focused on achieving success in life and obtaining material possessions. Others often perceive them as confident and content. Yet these natives tend to feel insecure, especially concerning their finances and stability. They feel safe when having savings and enough resources to not worry about the future. As they appear to be joy and outgoing, these natives often have many friends or at least superficial connections. Things, thanks to that, they are never alone and have people who are always at their disposal ready to help. But these born with this placement are generous, empathetic, and supportive. These natives are always there for their friends and family. Moreover, these natives feel when others are in pain and suffer when their loved ones are not in a good place. They will work hard and relentlessly to provide their family with security. Even though individuals worry about having enough resources, they would give all they have to help others. However, it often puts them into risk of people with ill intentions. These natives probably often meet people who try to take advantage of them and use their generous hearts. On the other side, they are also prone to playing the victim card. These born with displacement don't do often don't do it consciously, but they tend to make other people feel sorry for them. That happens because these natives love the attention and protection it gives them. However, although they are generous when it comes to giving things and providing help to others, these individuals often struggle to understand people. They find it difficult to even empath- feel empathy for those who think differently than them. Also, these natives might not help others if it's not convenient for them. Okay. Challenging spiritual path. Otherwise, they have challenges finding a spiritual path or feeling one with the world. Instead, these individuals often find it through doing favors for others but not feeling genuine happiness. The reason why that happens is that these natives feel inferior compared to others. That is typically associated with their childhood pain and trauma. Due to running away from their insecurities, these natives often live too fast, intensely, and recklessly. They are afraid of facing their inner demons and try solace in things, Solace, I can't pronounce that, in things that don't do them good. As a result, these individuals never genuinely feel the life. They rarely stop and take a break, immensely im- immersing themselves in their jobs or partnerships. It is also their way of avoiding changes because these natives are terrified of things being different from what they are. They don't look forward to new milestones because they don't know what that means and how they'll feel about it. Because of that, these natives tend to have rigid attitudes and a limited mindset. Even though they know there is something more beyond, these individuals are afraid to explore it. However, they often feel their curiosity pressing them to explore and uncover more. Hence, these natives tend to struggle with their spirituality. Although they believe life is about being generous and kind, the other part of their soul insists achievements and profit are the only things that matter. These individuals should dive deeper into their humanity and how they behave with people. They shouldn't let their insecurities drive them. Moreover, sometimes these natives help others to feel better about themselves and find peace, but they forget how others feel and what difference that makes for them. Anxious and creative. Besides being born in this house, Taurus are always worried about what could happen next and whether they will have enough money. They always stress about the unpredictable circumstances that could change the course of their lives and scatter their stability. These natives overthink and worry about minor things, but more than anything, they obsess over their past and people who are no longer in their lives. These born with this placement can even get sick due to worry too much and always being stressed out. These individuals tend to have dark thoughts, spending hours thinking about death, sickness, and all the things that could go wrong. Moreover, they could become hypochondriacs or cause an illness themselves. Be careful, y'all. Regardless of how worried they are about staying without money, these natives always find a way to make a profit. If they let themselves relax and put aside their worries, they can be highly creative and artistic. When they are lonely, they often let their artistry side bloom, diving into writing, drawing, or making crafts. It is why these natives should learn how to worry less and focus on people who love them. People born with this Taurus cusp tend to struggle with mortal problem complex. They want to help others in the world. Remember them for their sacrifice and generosity. It is not to say that these natives are selfish or focus on their well being only, but their insecurities drive them to think about themselves first. In theory, these individuals know that they should be sensitive to the pain of others, but in reality, they are too afraid of losing something in the process. These born with this placement always worry about their wellness, stability, and comfort. They are terrified of losing their net and being on their own. These natives are generous when it's convenient and it ensures the sympathy of others. Okay, let's see. That was this one. Yeah, winding it down. The 12th house astrology is an esoteric roots. It is a soul sector. Classically, it's also the domain of concealed enemies instead of the open ones of the seventh house. It can sound terrifying as if people with the concentration here will be stalked night and day by mysterious foes. Paranormal activity, normality is their norm. But let's break this down a tad. Certain characters envy the 12th house persons Abalone with magic and astral realms, but they'll never admit it. They'll behave perfectly, even obsequiously, to someone's face and let rip with the slander when they're out of range. 12th house are not usually brash or confrontational, so they're unlikely to have an overt enemies, hence the importance of trusting the vibe over words. If you want to go full throttle with this, say the person with the loaded 12th house has a strong spiritual lineage, cosmic guidance, and subliminal recall of occult powers, supernatural experiences from other times. If you're all that, then of course you'll have a few grubby, low-life entities lurking around, still stinging from a spat in around era. 12th house people naturally gravitate to aura and space protection, but excessive use of drugs, including alcohol, leaves them energetically unguarded, leaving aside the fact that they don't really need mind altered substance as their mind is already altered dimensional from 12th house people see themselves as psychonuts exploring the edges of consciousness or narco philosophers. Okay, this is a little insight of hidden enemies, and you could do that as well in this house. In this house, okay. Okay, let's go to the Bible part. It says Hebrew, an ox coming ruling, Greek the bull, Egyptian head chief, Chaldean the bull, or Arabic the bull. Okay, the leader, the sinner, Orion the coming prince. Okay, we're gonna read that. Joseph, a horn animal. Amos 5, chapter 5, verse 8. He who made the Pleiades and the Orion and turns deep darkness into the morning and darkens the day into the night, who calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out on the surface of the earth. The Lord is his name. Revelation 1:20. As the mystery of the seven stars that you saw in your right hand, and the seven golden lampstands, the seven stars are the angels of the seven churches, and the seven lampstands are the seven churches. Second Chronicles 29:32. The number of the burnt offerings that the assembly brought was 70 bulls, 100 rams, and 200 lambs. All these were for a burnt offering to the Lord. Taurus is the figure of an ox or a bull. It contains the star Pleiades, which in Hebrew is Sukkot, Succoth, meaning the Feast of the Tabernacles. Pleiades is actually a cluster of seven stars, which is what Revelation is referring to as I talk about here. According to Chronicles, 70 bulls were sacrificed at the Feast of the Tabernacle. The Feast of the Tabernacle is a symbolic of the age of tabernacle in which Christ will come again and rule for 1,000 years. Okay. Okay. The second coming of Redeemer is shown by the third group of constellation. The constellation include Taurus, the coming judge of the earth, Gemini, the dual nature king. Cancer, his possessions held secure. And Leo, the lion of the tribe of Judah. Taurus, the invincible ruler, come. Hey, Captain Star, captain of a starship. The ninth zodiac constellation is Taurus. This is not a common bull, but a wild ox, a ram. He is intense rage, burling down on his enemy. He is a great white wild ox, which has two. Jesus is an archetype. Okay, it's you have to dig deeper into that. Okay, what that word actually mean? Dig deeper. It's showing the houses take you through different things in life and where you're supposed to upgrade to go to the next level, to the next dimension, to that's what it's all. Y'all have to really read and pay attention. Bearing down on his enemies, he is a great white wild ox which has two long forward pointing horns. His forelegs suggest that he is charging forward. It is a prophecy of Christ, the coming judge and ruler and the Lord of all the earth. Deuteronomy 33:17, John, and chapter 5, 26, 21. A symbol of the coming destruction of the wicked, of Christ and his judgment. He also represents resurrection. When Taurus rises, Scorpionus sets or disappears. The constellation of Taurus, the bull, has the same meaning in every language, which is a great beast, a bull or ox, with his head lowered and his horns pointed forward. He is untamable and irresponsible, charging forth, raging head down, and so to bring destruction to all who are in his way. Taurus is only the forepart of the bull. It appears to grow right out of Aries, the lamb. Thus, the lamb is changing into the bull. Yeah, see, one house, two house change. It's change all through the house. They all coincide together till you get to. It's supposed to be the 13th house, but America don't take heed of that. Changing you. You came here for lessons. You learn your lessons, and you go to another state of being. Even the Israelites had their idol, the golden calf of the Exodus. Aaron made a golden image of a male calf in order that the people might worship the Lord under his form in Exodus 32:4. After the division of the kingdom, Jobadam set up two golden calves in his kingdom, one at Bethel and one at Dan. 1 Kings 12:28-29. Many bull figures have been found in early Israelite period. The Babylonians looked on the bulls as the symbol of their greatest gods. The bull was a sacred animal in Phoenicia and Syria. Among the Semitic Canaanites, the bull was a symbol of Ba. Hey, Stray. Taurus constellation first shows up in the month of September. The wild ox. Okay. That's what I just read, right? Yeah. Okay. Trying to see if I found somewhere else. Trying to see. Yeah, y'all have to y'all don't have to do a thing. I'm just suggesting. Go out of your comfort zone and read other Bibles and read other stuff. Find the 50. Well, you ain't gonna find all of them. You might find 10 of the stories that were taken out of the Bible that make that Bible more understandable. But it's a reference to understanding, but you have to decode it in order for you to really understand what it's saying. It has to be decoded. It's like a code book. Okay, let's see. Taurus in the 12th house cusp. The inner trait of these natives is glutton. So you're more in the 12th house, you're more like the age of Taurus. If y'all know about that. That's the Greeks and the Romans. That was the age of Taurus. So you glutton. They unconsciously seek to be surrounded by abundance. The more of it they have, the less they are able to value what they own. They can unconsciously have a tendency to be stuck deeply in their own ways without realizing, and have a set of repeated patterns that they constantly play out. At times, they do look inward for the root of these cycles, but in their early stages, they can lead towards looking around the room for someone else to blame. They fear falling into stagnancy, and as a combative, they try to challenge themselves mentally as often as they can. But that being said, the tendency to slow down is their shadow, and no matter how much they fly from place to place, somehow they always end up finding foundation where there is none. They are deeply grounded and can at times recover from some of life's greatest misfortunes. Because of this, their true sex nature is earthy, sensual, and secretly desires the skin to skin of sex, and often fantasizes about slow, silky touch added to the act, sometimes slow and full of erotic foreplay. Venus in the 12th house, the past life was lived in vanity and extreme lust. They were adored often by many. People sought after them for love, but also to use them. They often themselves had a vain outlook towards others, and during their previous life, although they may or may not have learned to look beyond just the superficial qualities of others, they often had a grand love affair, and one that they sacrificed it all for. This is often seen in the charts of people who had the past life of someone in a royal position or to a high class family. They were often seen as a gift, but sadly, they might have lost it all because of who they fell in love with. That being said, it's not necessarily tragedy, as often this means they found their true love in their past life and will meet them again in this life. Their love lives in this life will often have, have an immense level of karma, and will often be a wrapping up of business, so to speak, romantically. The relationship can seem heart wrenching and seemingly destroy these natives, but what comes from the ashes is often something so spiritually enlightened that they often are nothing like they were previously. Damn, something mess on my throat. Many of the people and lovers attracted to you are people whom have had relations with you in the past, be it enemies, lovers, family members, platonically, of course, and so on. The love nature in this life is deeply shy and reserved, mainly due to the inherited past association of what love means. They have an overwhelming love nature, and it can almost seem like a dream. They often have a deeply ethereal beauty about them, something that seems not of this time or era, but something enhancing. Very true one, y'all. They do tend to attract out of light relationships and and or secret relationships, and oftentimes people whom are married or already in relationship are drawn to them as Neptune influence here blurs the lines. They will often be faced with many life challenging obstacles that will serve to prepare them for the right one. They desire deeply emotional sex that is genuine and pure, something enduring and sensual in nature, since Libra and Taurus individual natures would be combined here. Their desire for slow and erotic touch, along with mu- mutual satisfaction and pleasure. The mother you've been pruned around time of the child's birth. The mother might have been plump around the time of the child's birth, and the child might have also been rather quiet when born. The child was received with much love upon birth. Okay, okay. I think that's all I got. Read a little bit more, and I'm gonna start the tarot. Secret indulgences. If you ever known someone who sneaks their eating, has affairs, or who is always on the chase for the basic pleasures in life, it's possibly there's Taurus in the 12th house to credit for that. This also represents an aching fear about financial security. The work here is to align fantasy with reality, which requires shining a light on those secret indulgences, like it or not. The mystery of the material world can remain hidden for years, as well as I meant to look up this word. I think there's hedonism and a chase for satisfaction in this material world. This is a position typically for those who have never felt real pleasure, and everyone with secret sexual encounters, or at least those who have the need to eat hidden from everyone else. Spirituality, I thought about a child that sneaks in the kitchen or whatever while you're not looking. They might have this placement. Spirituality and real talents fall into the sign ruled by Venus, meaning creativity and inspiration coming as a given, but only once they are discovered and approached studiously. True intimacy is found in secret bonds, and warmth will have to be built in solitude, realizing at first just how much we are worth, and only later starting to search for someone who will recognize this. If one wants to make their dreams come true, this position is perfect, for it brings the earth into our personal dreamland, making everything we imagine possible. Okay, I read that. I'm trying to make sure I do everything I say. Okay, we got the pictures. Taurus the bull. Taurus is a figure of an ox or a bull. It contains a star Pallades, which is actually a cluster of 7 stars. I read that. Okay. What is the next one? Esoteric. Taurus is astrologist being stubborn about his sensuality. Taurus is ruled by Venus, teaches man about beauty found in nature. Amos 5, chapter 5, verse 8 in the Bible. He who made the Pleiades and Orion and turns deep darkness into the morning and darkens the day into the night, who calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out on the surface of the earth. I think I read that. Revelation. As for the mystery of the 7 stars that saw in my right hand and the 7 golden lampstands, the 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands are the 7 churches. I think I read that. Let me see. Esoteric. What does it say? Taurus on the cusp of the 12th house. When the celestial bull occupies this position, the indication can be most favored, as this position may easily bestow a tremendous reserve of power and resources. When possible, Taurus on this cusp allows an individual to possess a secret storehouse of talents, abilities, and riches to be used when life is at its most difficult. It may also indicate another kind of wealth, a wealth of common sense, allowing the person to see into the real meaning behind most of life's situations. This is when Taurus is seeing into the heart of the matter and is not fooled by the matter at hand. Problems may come about if one's attitude to money is dishonest or foolhardy. Care most Care must then be taken not to seek out illegal monetary dealings. When used correctly, this position is a potent source of abundance, as it may indicate that the individual is in touch with universal supply. How fortunate. The position of Venus in the natal chart will reveal much more to us about how the 12th house operates in this case. That make me think of Joseph in the Bible. I don't know why they put that, because he was very good at organizing, the 7 days of famine, 7 days of plenty. 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine. This reminds me of Joseph too. I think that was all I had. All righty now. Let's see what they want to say, Taurus. I like it like that. He's working that back slow motion for me. Cigarette smoke. Ashes. Okay. Okay, we got Eight of Wands, First Deacon Sag, Mercury, speedy news or situation coming, arrows of love. Somebody throwing you some arrows of love, Taurus. Okay, let's put everything down. Okay, we got, wait a minute, let's see this before we read this. Okay, we got Knight of Pentacles, Aries, Taurus, use self-knowledge, visitor, message to share. We got Six of Wands, Second Deacon Leo, Jupiter, letter or news coming, victory news, but that's reverse. So somebody coming to offer you something, or you doing this to somebody. It's not a victory, but arrows of love here. So maybe telling somebody how you feel, or somebody trying to communicate to you how they feel about you. Maybe an apology. Four of Wands, happy home, possible country setting. Third Deacon, Arrows, Aries, Venus. Now this was in the past. Maybe y'all were happy at one point in time. And Three of Cups, celebration, bright happiness. Second Deacon, Cancer, Mercury. Either third party came into view and messed everything up. Let's see. Then there were control issues. Okay. Somebody came in between y'all and threw everything out the window. Jealousy. Wow. Okay, let's see. Five of Pentacles, First Deacon, Taurus, Mercury. Delays around money coming in from the cold. So past, wanting to come in from the cold or now. You don't want whoever this is. Six of Swords, second deacon, Aquarius, Mars. Boat up or over water travel, turning boat out of troubled waters into calmer waters. So you rather just leave the whole situation alone, take what you got, and keep it moving. Ooh, good witch Glenda, fouled on the devil. If somebody trying spell work or you whatever, Pisces, Aries, this house, 12th house, witch, positive, fiery, outspoken. So this is like water signs, Pisces, Aries, well, and fire. I guess all the elements. So either you trying witchcraft or they trying witchcraft to get you back under control, or that's the universe trying to keep you glutton in that Taurus, age of Taurus, you know what I'm saying, greedy for money and not learning your lessons. Go either way. Okay. Then we got Seven of Pentacles reverse. Third deacon Taurus, Saturn. Work frustrations, hard work needed to be done, either at work or a situation in life. So either you're starting from the bottom now, yeah. Either you're starting over in a relationship or they want you to start over. Maybe you were frustrated and want to leave it alone, but now that they trying to use the witchcraft, or this could be past, thinking about the past. Okay, Emperor, don't show up then. Stability and stabilizing influence into your life. Yeah, they hmm. Yeah, I'm finna say, yeah, it's hard to not ignore y'all, but y'all got some controlling tendencies as well. So let's see. Either you doing this to somebody or somebody doing it to you. You definitely the emperor or you want your emperor back. Either them or you. However way. Empress, emperor. Knight of Swords, speedy situation of finish. Taurus, Gemini, first deacon, earth and air, fire troops. So somebody coming in and speak the truth and slow down driving, please. Many car wrecks have been happening. And this could be fire truck as well, so be careful. Ambulance, or road rage, whatever they call it. Or somebody going behind you in the car, following you. But somebody want this finished because it fell on this. So they figured they did whatever that full moon, I guess. The chariot, cancer, says travel, movement of residence, journey, victory over situation or problem, balancing the opposite polarities. Your light and your dark side that you're supposed to be learning in this house. Um, Damn, got the chariot. I don't like that. I'll come back to that. I don't like the way that's looking, y'all. Okay, let's see. Two of Wands, first deacon Aries, Mars, short journey, moving to or near water. So somebody trying to block you again for moving on. Queen of Pentacles, Sag, Capricorn, dealing, professional business demeaning. They know you're a professional. You go and get it type person. Of course you are, whether it's this house or not. So they want you, what you bring to the table. Or this could be somebody too. Maybe they bring something to the table as well. But that third party got in the way, or whatever kind of interference, want to control the situation. Reason why I didn't like this one, because I'm sorry to say this, but it looked like like a hearse, like a funeral. I don't know why I got that. Like whoever this is would rather have you dead if you don't come back to them, you know? And that's why I was seeing this speed and they want it finished. It's like either a hitman or I don't know, some kind of something. Yeah, sneaking away, doing some sneaky shit. Seven of Swords, hidden enemies, right, in this house. Third Deacon Aquarius Moon, highest minor arcana, plans, hope, wish card. So you got plans, but they got plans for you too. See them little clown things, tents. Then they conjuring up some shit over here. We just seen that. So either this happened with somebody already, maybe you finding out that this will happen to the person, that somebody wanted you and got rid of the person. So I'm finding out some shit myself. Since they say your past people that's in the past lives follow you over here, so that means enemies as well, you know? So you don't know, like I say, some people remember who they were in the past lives. And then they got all this technology where they can watch you. And mm, King of Wands, Cancer, Leo, Aries, restless, outspoken, ambitious. So this either somebody who continually doing the same thing, coming against you, and they restless. They want it to be finished, whatever that is. Five of Cups reverse. First Deacon, Scorpio, Mars. Money losses, all is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. So either you getting out of, maybe you understanding what's going on. Maybe somebody had you in a depressed state, had you doubting yourself because of them spells. And now you getting out of all that, maybe drinking too much, keeping you drugged up or whatever the deal is. A lot of habits. Maybe you just did it to yourself and figured out something ain't right. Page of Cups, basically good news. Here's somebody come again. Now somebody explained this is like a ghost. So I don't know if somebody came in the spiritual realm because they talked about that too in this house. Water in this house. So we got fish. Congratulations if you're pregnant. But it's also something sound fishy to me. And I don't know. It might be somebody you don't want or overindulging too. Incubus, succubus. I don't know why that came to mind. Somebody got the nerve to send that to me the other day. It's like you have to be a willing participant for it to work. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Either you calling in for all this bull crap to stop, because you got magical, you are, especially in this house. Mercury, air, warlock, math, science, alchemy. Know how elements work. Element of surprise, good or bad. Are you sending it return to sender? Are you conjuring something up? Or maybe you just conjuring up some more money. You know what I'm saying? And conjuring up better opportunities and maybe you writing a screenplay or a movie. All this could be movies and you know, all that kind of stuff. You could be a producer, you could be uh music videos, that could be you just making everything happen. It could mean this as well, you know, or watching it. And yeah. King of Cups verse. Blue eyes, fair and brown hair, gentle, emotional, shy, Libra, Scorpio. Reverse, reverse, reverse. So somebody ain't shy. Maybe you thought somebody was. Maybe you thought they wasn't innocent, but you found out they sneaky, can't be trusted. They played the role, probably an ace, you know, or you changing yourself to get what you need to get done, and open your eyes and realize that you can't be nice and sweet to everybody, that you have to be stern, set boundaries, and watch who around you, because it's something else. And we got three of wands reverse, travel overland, surveying your kingdom, second deacon Aries. Now this could be, to me, it's like your movie screen, is you making a movie or you're watching a movie, whatever. But it's reverse, somebody coming in to try to sabotage it or steal your stuff. You know what I'm saying? They pretending like they want arrows of love, you know. That's why I guess it says not gonna be a victory. Want to offer you something. Maybe they say they want to help. They believe in your dreams. We could do this, we could do that, blah, blah, blah. But all the time is to, stop what you're doing, sabotage whatever this is you're doing. That's why I do this, because I am so tired of this crap. When does it stop? If we had to go through all this bullshit in the last past life, we still got to go through it here. And what's beyond? What's the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, the sixth? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. They keep saying we get bored. Let me see how it is without all the evilness and deceit. Then I'll let you know if I'm bored or not. Anyway, yeah, trying to stop your work. Eight of Pentacles, work, paid work. Or you could have found another way on the internet or some way to make money that's not working so hard. But seem like you always got to start over with this person that control your mind. They was talking about that, falling in love with somebody and giving everything up. So be careful of that. Yeah, you found that out. Nine of Swords, second deacon Gemini Mars, tears of frustration, letting go of emotions. So either you found this out already, what they were trying to send to you. Remember, I showed you the ghost, the astral travel. You found it all out, and you're stronger now. You're not that little nice person. You opening your eyes. Once was blind, but now I see. So if they was gonna feel smug to black about it, I think you pissed off. Pisces, second deacon Mars, Jupiter. Improvements underway, feeling smug to please. Yeah, they sabotaging your stuff. You pissed off. You changing your whole aura. You becoming the bull. Hello. Or the ram to the bull, whatever idea, but they go. Okay. Yeah, you're not passionate about them anymore. Or this could be them, you, whatever. No new beginnings, no new creation. This what they don't want for you. Yeah. Probably was arguing, fussing, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, it'll be a fight, y'all. But it is. They look like weapons to me, or a fight. But just be careful. Everything can be solved. Some things can be solved with verbal, but some people need their ass whooped for real, for real. I'm just saying. Go to a hospital. Ah, you leveling up, but I don't know. Just be careful. Don't go to jail. Don't. Whatever they taking or trying to sabotage from you, I understand completely. I'm just gonna put these cards up right here, and you figure out what you need to do. Or outsmart them. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way to go inside. This is networking. Outsmart them. You know, like I was mentioned before, I've been there. So I know. Judgment time is here. Judgment time is here. Your ass and did too damn much. But you don't want to spend your time in jail or you don't want to end up in one of them graves. I know you probably want to put somebody there, but they trying to put you there. But you rise up to a higher mindset. The angels are calling you. They trumpet sounding. They want to tell you what to do. Listen to your intuition. Whoever you believe in. Okay. Taking away the burdens. And don't hear what these people putting in your mind. If it's mental, government, whatever these lies people telling you, or try to make you lie to yourself, depressed state or whatever, don't listen to it. You know, find some way down with problems, very heavy load. Lighten your load. You might have to go. That's probably why I say starting from the bottom right here. You might have to let things go and start over, so to speak. I know that don't sound good. In order to get this out your head and people away from you, might have to disappear. You know what I'm saying? I know if you got family, it's hard. But some people stage their death and disappear that way as well. But anyway, just a suggestion. I don't know what situation this is. If it's a monster or hitman or girlfriend and boyfriend or business or I don't know. Y'all know y'all situation. Whatever it is, divine, divine say go for it, but it's also a cult. I put these two cards together too. It's a medical. I'm just saying you're gonna have good luck with it. Whatever you're gonna try. These slides of fox. I'm surprised they didn't come out. Grounded, that's you. Talk with a friend in secret. Find somebody you trust. Or pay somebody. Somebody is not loyal. The dog probably be the one you trust, I know. Hope they didn't kill your dog. My condolences if that happened. Might be a neighbor, unlike your dog, or I don't know, somebody. Yeah, a lot of secrets to be revealed. Full moon just happened. So somebody done did some crap, and I hope you did yours too. Protecting yourself, you and your family. Because people, some else ain't people, it's the evilness in them. Now this was kind of sideways straight. This like somebody passed away. They don't want you to be emperor. Or this could be same sex. I don't know. But this is somebody like beyond the grave as well. But they trying to knock you. That's where they want to put you maybe. Or you lost someone that you can trust. I don't know, many scenarios I always do. Somebody riding to you. They want to come in. Now look like you going out. Getting the hell out of there. Whatever that is, that's what it look like too. Being wise. But it's too much gossip, too much talking, too much people in your business. They say y'all like a lot of people. I don't like all them damn people. I think that's why me and my friend probably wouldn't have got along. A Taurus. Tauruses that I meet because they like so. I like it to a point. I'm a Libra from the same planet, Venus, y'all, but not a lot. I did in my younger days, but not a lot. Then go Pisces house. Secrets again. Congratulations if you're pregnant. It might be the secret, huh? Fortune is also fortune and fame. So somebody see that. You found the rat. Or you could be born in the year of the rat. Or that person stealing, chewing away at your stuff slowly. Somebody hidden that you think is your friend, maybe. Oh, I gotta go. I forgot. Careful with your kids. Now, this way I could say they stupid and I mean too childish, but this is a grown person. Hopefully not a child. Your child trying to mess with your business. This lily is for business, professional. Some your children trying to take over. I don't know. I'm gonna stop. A lot of obstacles, so you gotta figure this out. Something is wrong. I don't know, Taurus, but that's all I got for you. I hope it helps in some type of way. Gave you some kind of enlightenment, whatever situation this is. I wish you the best in it. No more know thyself, so you'll know what who for you and who not. Because if you know, we project what's in us on out a lot of the times, but past life as well. So we create people that are just like us. So changing yourself, you bring good people in, right? All right, y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Like I said, I hope this helps. Okay. Y'all take care. All right. Love y'all. Bye.